أول واو.
Next, I will recognize the President, the President of the State House, the President of the State. Please come, just let us rise. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of the State, the Secretary to Executive Government,
Head of Local Government Administration, Department Secretary, Minister of Local Government, revolutionary times for progressivism in third-tier administration. It will be incontestable that His Excellency engendered a reawakening towards a new consciousness of purpose, because the chairman saw this advent in the annals of Edo State's history. Consequently, those of us in the third tier of governance knew that nothing but the end of a more edifying narrative of our performance will be required to fit the nationally acknowledged accomplishments for which our governor was renowned. Following the governor's visionary political leadership and unmatched ability of technocracy in public service, we, the local government chairman, equally committed ourselves to advancing higher ideals and actions. Hence, we can respectfully report to the governor in our various handing over notes that we have made diligent efforts in the areas of education, healthcare, security, road infrastructure, rural-urban integration, provision of clean drinking water, and electricity. The positive result of your guidance and inspiration speaks for itself. No one, not even the most diabolical, malicious critic, will be able to say that third-tier administration under the watch of our governor was a mere decorative political contraption and a financial cesspool. His Excellency has definitely made us proud for being part of a phenomenal history. Hopefully, we as local government chairmen have equally reciprocated the trust reposed by the government to serve in the most crucial, intimate level of governance. As we express our gratitude to the governor, we simultaneously send our best wishes for the administration. We declare with confidence that the people of Edo State stand unshakably with the governor. We have no iota of doubt that the current judicial misadventure challenging the governor's legitimacy by the APC will end up in tragic failure and come to nothing. Our governor will definitely surpass people achieved to witness more giant strides in the involvement of a South-South economic powerhouse in the spring years of the 21st century. Your Excellency, let me, on behalf of my colleagues, thank you for this unique opportunity. At your behest, Your Excellency, before we were inaugurated, you asked us to go for a Thanksgiving at St. Paul's Catholic Church. That was the way to go. At that service, you indicated that you expected a lot from us, and above all, that you would demand nothing less than merit from us. We tried to live up to your expectation. Your Excellency, today we stand here to thank you, the Secretary to Edo State Government, the Chairman of our party, other party leaders, and all those who have mentored us to be what we are today. Your Excellency, it is indicative that our tenure was without challenges. We had challenges from the pandemic to NSAS protest to the nosedive in the allocation, revenue allocation that comes from the federal government. But however, we were still able to deliver on a lot of promises that we made to the Edo, because you were very, very crucial to the fact that the local government chairman needed to bring the dividends of democracy to the doorsteps of every Edo indigene, and we're conscious of that. Your Excellency, I want to reiterate here that mainly in the area of security, we cannot but thank you for your initiative in ensuring that the vigilante formation that we have now becomes an institution. And with this formation across the length and breadth of Edo State, we have seen a decrease in crime, and we have seen a lot of connection from one to different. In this area, Your Excellency, we must thank you very much, because Edo people cannot sleep with their two eyes closed and wake up in the morning to thank God first and thank you as the governor of Edo State for leading us right. But Your Excellency, we want to caution that these formations are now being abused by certain individuals in some local government. As we bow out, Your Excellency, we think it's noteworthy that this area is looked at by the security architecture. This area of security, mainly the vigilante, is now being set up by individuals who are now using this vigilante team to their selfish needs and desires. This portends danger. We just thought we should bring it to the knowledge of Your Excellency that this is going on right now. It needs to be investigated. However, as we bow out, we want to thank God Almighty for the opportunity and privilege He has given us to serve the Edo people. We try to do that with diligence, to the best of our ability. We thank our party leaders who have supported us all this while. We thank Edo people who have also believed in us, who trusted us with their votes. And I can say, Your Excellency, that we have not taken their trust and confidence for granted. Your Excellency, we also want to thank our critics who put us on our toes. I want to thank everybody, the press, that ensured that everything that we were doing were brought to the knowledge of the people of Edo State. On this note, Your Excellency, I want to thank you immensely on behalf of the opportunity you gave us to serve. And I want to also use the opportunity to let Your Excellency know that in line with the Thanksgiving that we had at St. Paul's before we came on board, we're also having a Thanksgiving on Sunday at 9 a.m. So we are using the opportunity to invite Your Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, to invite the Deputy Governor, the Secretary to the State Government, the Head of Service, the party leadership led by the Chairman, to please do this for us and be with us on that day to thank God, because we are living in good health. I want to assure Your Excellency that we'll continue to support this administration, because we know and we can truly say that this administration is blessed by God. All still emerged. The Governor of Edo State and Deputy Governor also emerged. So we have every reason to thank God, and we'll continue to support this administration, Your Excellency. On that note, I want to thank everybody here present.
On that very appreciative, His Excellency has approved one remark. Thank
you. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, stand on the existing protocol. That we started a good head, and we are heading in good head. Like as I told people the day before yesterday when we were somehow you can see my trouser is coming down, reducing already. So like as I told some people we're commissioning some projects in my local government the day before yesterday and some other them, that the whole number of political appointees or political office holders in my local government and many local governments we started with are heading a good head. We did not lose anyone. So I think this is a thing we need to thank God for. We know in this state we have witnessed when the city secretaries and others will just go like that. But this portray that we are serving and we serve under a governor that is anointed by God. Because when the righteous rule, the Bible told us what will happen. There will be good head. I want to assure you that from the very beginning of this struggle, we told you that, and we never stop telling you that whomever that must have strayed away is like the Judas. But we that knows that the presence of God is with you and your team decided to keen into your team. We tap from that presence of God. The Bible made us to understand that in the presence of God there is prosperity, there is healing, there is breakthrough. Look back, Your Excellency, to 2020, 2021, or even back to 2019, 2018, I see all you went through. And you are standing firm, victorious. It shows that these young women and young men that you so considered worthy to serve the good people of Edo State, its various local governments, are happy with you. Whatever problem we encountered, as my Ebo chairman enumerated, they will experience school. Serving under you makes me stronger. I served under a government before, but I can tell you, that I am as a better person than I was before. You have displayed an uncommon faith. You have displayed an uncommon strength, and we have tapped from you. You may not know it that the 80 of us have fallen in love with you, and 80 of us have tapped from your strength. From here, Obaseki, Feliciabo, and all others, we are going with. You are a light already on our path, and I urge you to shine on, and Edo State will know better. Thank you very much.
Isako Central, and I think that speaks for.
Your Excellency, today is very remarkable, and today for us is a day of appreciation. To you, to the Deputy Governor, to the Secretary to the State Government, for this rare privilege and opportunity that was given to us to serve 3 years ago. Given the prevailing practice before you came on board, I'm sure majority of us here would not have had the opportunity of being chairman. You demonstrated from the beginning the uncommon courage of coming up with the policies and decisions on how all of us emerged. You stood by it, and we, on our part, didn't have any other option to make sure that we didn't disappoint you. We did everything that we had to do to make sure justified it. And 3 years ago, it's been very rewarding. We've learned a lot under your leadership, the uncommon courage, the leadership, and the administrative skills that we also had to learn from you. And from the Deputy Governor, the courage and the faithfulness and loyalty that the Deputy has also shown in the course of struggle in the last administration and even now. I also will not fail to appreciate Barrister Anselm Ojeza, whom under his leadership we got the opportunity to become chairman, and today he's still with us against all odds. And he was a serious inspiration to us, that a state party chairman, even whatever it was, because he believed in the administration, showed that commitment, showed the courage, showed the faith in the administration, and that's a serious inspiration for all of us. And we appreciate Barrister Ojeza for all that he has done. And to your glad administration, I want to thank you. And for the Secretary to the State Government, your words of encouragement, your support, and at every point in time when we have issues, you are always our first point of call, and you never turned your doors against us. We thank you and we appreciate you. And at this point, there is no better way to appreciate all the opportunities that you've given to us and all that you've done for us than to continually show our commitment to this administration and support, and be rest assured that the best way, words will not be enough for us to show, but in action, we'll continually support, and at any point we are called, we'll be willing to do our quotas. On that note, I thank you, and God bless you, sir.
Chairman of Eastern Northeast.
Your Excellency, I don't want a big thank you for the opportunity given to us, most especially the opportunity given to me, even after all the tussles and we went through in a local government, which we all know that a local government is a particular local government that there's always problem day and night. But I give God the glory that today I have gone through those pains, the good time and the bad time, and the opportunity given to me as the chairman of a local government makes me stronger, and it makes me to know that local government. And I want to thank you, sir, for that opportunity. I want to thank the
Sir.
Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, our chairman, and not the governor says that it's only Edo State that has this unique situation. People like these step witnessing history. I cannot recall a time when the tenure of a local government set ended by election. If not for COVID, the plan was much bigger than this. Don't worry. We thank God for today. We thank God for all of you. Your people elected you as chairman to work with me. And just looking back over the last 3 years, there has been nothing to regret working with you. That were largely due to the efforts of each and every one of you. If you didn't do well, if you didn't follow the policies that we laid down, if you didn't support our cause, our people would not have believed in us. God's in the field. So whatever we achieved as a government that led the people of Edo to give us an can be attributed also to your performance. Yes, there were challenges, particularly financial challenges. You were resource constrained. I know what we went through trying to build up your revenue base. I knew the disappointment that you faced as a result of COVID, witnessing that revenue base go away. But you stood firm and you continued in a dogged manner to fight and do the best you could. I know the security challenges you face. I know when your people call you up late at night, people have been kidnapped. But all you did well. And on our part as a government, truly appreciate you and also thank you. That this sort of thing happens in the life of administrations. Oh, it's like they've served. When are they going to end is the government council going to be dissolved so that race can start? To reconstitute, to go for elections. We will do so, but we need to help us to clean as we are doing at the state level. You know that local government administration in Nigeria can never be the same again post-COVID. You are perhaps the last set of chairmen that will be. The storm ahead of us is going to be rough. So we have to clean in the local governments before the landfall, before that storm hits us really hard. That is why I asked the heads of local governments to come here with you so that we can let them know that it is not business as usual. We're going to, have each one of you on the line every week. We're not going to wait for monthly meetings. Now, we're undertaking a major transformation of the civil service. The local government administration has to be transformed. We're working hard to make sure that we have governments so that we can communicate with you. Your payrolls must all be automated. We're going to screen all your staff. We're going to find out who is working and who is not working. Be very, very thorough. And for you outgoing chairman, if we come to you for help, and we will come to you, you know how our revenues have declined. You know how some local governments are struggling hard to even pay salaries. But all of that has to be reversed, because we're not going to have a local government service where our local government employees don't get paid. What we believe in Edo State is a 30-year development plan. So that this is where this local government is supposed to be at this time. These are the roads we are supposed to construct by this time. These are the hospitals we are supposed to build. This is what we are supposed to do with each school in the north without planning. So you are lucky you are the last set that will leave without. These plans will be agreed with the citizens or inhabitants of the local government. Governance is not magic. And you people, the outgoing chairman, you have seen. Governance is about planning. Governance is about listening to your people. And I am happy and proud listened to the cry of their people. And you have established a new trend. At the end of your term, each and every one went, this is my stewardship. You've been able to account for what you did or how you performed in your local government. And then you want to establish in government, in governance, and in politics. By the time you finish serving, you can say, go and check my records. This is what I accomplished. Let it be documented. And let anybody who wants to come and challenge it. This is what each and every one, or most of you have done. And I've seen your reports. I've read many of them, and I'm quite impressed. So this afternoon, we said we should have a valedictory session, a very brief one, to express the appreciation of the government and the people of Edo State to you for your term in office. And as you hand over to the Holgers, the heads of the local government, on Friday, right? Yes. Please know that you are still part of this administration. Keep a distance. You have picked up a lot of knowledge, so most of you still have value to this administration, and we will ensure that we tap into the value that you have. On a final note, I think I had plans for the weekend, but I will suspend it. I've not attended any, I don't attend public events. Guarantee and assure us that there will be strict compliance with COVID protocols. It's not, we don't be more than 1 hour, then I will attend your Thanksgiving service. I want to thank you, and I want to success, God's blessings as you move to the next stage in your careers and in your lives. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. We have come to the end of this valedictory office on Friday. Your Excellency, if you permit photographs, we will do that by the stand. And on that note, I want to thank everyone and say thank you so much.
government secretaries candidates. Sitting to his immediate right.
Your Excellency, my name is Frank Ilaboya, Omar West Chairman.
Secretary to this committee and basic education consultant.
Good morning, Your on the screening of nominees for the local government secretaries in Edo State. With your kind permission, sir, I would wish to read our report. The committee was inaugurated on Tuesday, February 2020, Godwin Nogegase Obaseki, Executive Governor of Edo State, at the ESCO Chambers. This committee is constituted as follows: Anselm U. Ojezua, Chairman; Anthony O. Okungbowa, Esquire, Head of Service, Member; Dr. Joan Osa of Yahweh, Member; Pastor Mrs. Aikorioje Caroline Oziengbe, Secretary; Honorable Member; Honorable Hime, Board Member for Edo Central; and Reverend Father Anthony Ekaisomi, Board Member, Edo North. Our mandate was to screen nominees for the position of Education Secretary as submitted by the Local Government Council Chairman through the Edo State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, with a view to assessing and ascertaining their qualifications and eligibility for subsequent recommendation to His Excellency the Governor for appointment. A total of 50 tabs were out in the appendix we refer to as Appendix 1. The methodology we adopted, Your Excellency, was that in order to facilitate the process, the committee was provided with a proposed list of criteria for determining eligibility. The said list is as follows: that each nominee must have done Edo Best training, has 4 or more years in service, is computer literate or a fast learner, excellent written and oral communication skills, ability to problem solve, and must have submitted 9 copies of their curriculum vitae. A 2-page written statement was also required by each nominee of their vision for education in the local government area and what they may have learnt so far in Edo Best. At its inaugural meeting, held on Monday, the 8th of February 2021, the committee considered those criteria and adopted same as appropriate. The committee also observed that contrary to His Excellency's directive calling for 3 nominees from each local government area, most of the local government chairmen submitted only 1 name each. This development could have left the committee with a fait accompli. Hence, the committee directed that all those local government nations. Extension of time for submission of additional nominees was therefore granted till Friday, 12th February 2021. Having set the criteria, the committee went further to determine the framework for the exercise as follows: 1, to scrutinize the supporting documents for each nominee and to establish parameters for assessment of the nominees in the interviews to be conducted by the committee. Supplements. The committee found, as a matter of fact, that some of the applicants were not eligible, either by age or service, having regards to the set criteria earlier referred to herein. Those nominees were therefore summarily removed from the list We have listed them out, in the report, sir. The nominee from Eastern Northeast, Mrs. Osegale Mary, was exempted from the exercise because of the decision by the state government that she was to remain in her duty post to forestall the attempt by the Nigeria Union of Teachers to re-rule her out of office for her dogged compliance with the rules and policies of government as acting education secretary, and in spite of stiff opposition by retrogressive forces in her local government. To further deepen the process, the committee availed itself of the professional input of the technical partner. She was requested to provide assessment parameters as well as highlight relevant factors to test the knowledge, competence, and ability of each nominee, having regards to the role of an education secretary. What she came up with is attached here to as Appendix 2. Thereafter, the interviews were scheduled to hold as follows. On the 18th of February 2021 was for Edo South, 19th of February 2021 for Edo Central, and 22nd of February 2021 for Edo North. The interviews were held as scheduled, and the exercise was very helpful and revealing. At the end of the interview sessions, the committee found 16 nominees from 13 local government areas to have performed satisfactorily and in some cases exceptionally well. Significantly, 3 nominees from Oredo and 2 from Orion performed very well. However, the nominees from 5 local government councils failed to meet our expectations. They include Ikpobaoka, Obia Northeast, Unwude, Etako East, and Etako West. In the light of our finding above, the committee is recommending the appointment and deployment of those nominees who have done well in Oredo and Orion to Unwude, Ikpobaoka, and Obia Northeast. For Etako West and Etako East, the committee requested the board member from Edo North to scout for and recommend 3 other nominees from each of the local governments for interview on Monday, the 1st of March, 2021. The 6 nominees entered before the committee on Monday, the 1st of March, satisfactorily. At the end of the exercise, this committee has found the following 18 teachers who have offered themselves to serve in the capacity of Education Secretary of the local government to be worthy and competent to do so. We therefore feel confident to recommend them to be appointed and deployed as follows. 1. Esan Central, Oni Idialu E. Ejimiagbon. Esan Northeast, salary grade level. Date of first appointment and DOB, date of birth. These were the basic parameters for eligibility. For Esan Southeast, Omojahio Kingsley O. Esan West, Ehizo Nyanya Paul Irabo. Igweben Agui Lydia. Akoko Edo Agbaje Nicholas Babalola. Etako Central Ilega Aperiaye Peter. Etako East Okpo Alice Jumei. Etako West Aliu Yusuf. Owan East Idon Oshiame Ekore Gloria. Owan West Irayame Omoikoje Oliver. Ego Irahon Nusakare Owen. Bobaoka Enoma Isokpa, Osaogiagbon, Oredo, Osage, Osawe, Orionwo, Agedo, Gideons, Agbongiaze, Ovia Northeast, Igodaro, Augustine, Ovia Southwest, Izeko, Uyi, Uhunde, Osakpawan, Peter, Imariagbe. Finally, the committee is grateful to His Excellency for trusting us with this seemingly simple but critical and delicate task. We do hope we met the expectations of Your Excellency's confidence, and all the members of the committee have signed. May I just add that there is no minority report. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Mr. Chairman, I was hoping you present the report to Mr. Governor.
Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, interesting meeting that took much longer than I thought. But to also thank you immensely. This is perhaps one of the most efficient committees we have set up in the life of our administration. Within a month of setting the committee up, they were able to go through the work and produce their report within that 30 days time frame which we give them. So I'm truly, truly grateful to each and every one of you. I am sure, having gone through this exercise, you now understand why we asked you to go through this process. Like you said, it might seemingly look simple, but this position is at the crux of our basic education administration. Once we do not have strong managers at the local government level, then everything falls apart. So this is just another stepping stone, another plank in the governance framework for our educational system, particularly Edo West. Everything is made or marred at the governance level. No matter how brilliant the idea is, no matter how much money you put into the process, if you do not find credible men and women at the local government level to help supervise the teachers and the school system at that level, then everything falls apart. So I'm happy that we went through the first stage of just identifying quality people who we hope will have the integrity to man these positions we're appointing them to. It's also important that before you disband, you also recommend an onboarding session for them. You know, a very thorough onboarding session in which they will be put through the do's and don'ts. We're doing things differently now, very different from the past. These people have been appointed based on merit. Like I said, we will not politicize education in Edo State, because we want the best for the children of Edo State. So you're going to help us now quickly put in place an onboarding session for them, which should be rigorous and in-depth, because these are the people who are going to rewrite or restart that whole process of the new educational process in our state. These will be the governance champions of our educational system. So if you don't mind, if you can spend a few hours, a few days, just helping us. Now will be given to them, the resource persons that should be brought in and then that will complete the process. I have accepted this report and hereby confirm these appointments, which should be made immediately. I'm not sure we need to swear them in. If they can start the onboarding session, then at that point, I'll be able to meet with them and give them my own admonitions. Once again, I want to thank you immensely. Thank you very, very much. And to say we cannot pay you enough for this. Thank you.
And with those remarks from Mr. Governor, we've come to the end of this event.